We're here outside the Democratic National Convention, and there's some protesters here who are against abortion, and they're spreading their loving message to everyone. For instance, this says, God hates you. We are here at the Democratic National Convention from the NOSEBLEEDS. They heard that the good liars were coming to town, and they really took care of us. We are in the second to last row here in Chicago at the United Center. DeVrom, it's pretty exciting to be here.
It is,
and
there's something that makes it extra exciting, and that is being so far away from the stage and getting a view of the whole place, because yes, we are in the nosebleeds.
You can really drink in the whole arena here.
So this is a robe, and it has Taylor Swift on one side, and it has Kamala Harris on the other.
Okay, that's incredible. I'm sure you heard you heard the news, though, right?
What news is that?
That Donald Trump put out a truth that he said that Taylor Swift endorsed him.
Can we believe him?
Do you believe it?
No.
Do you believe it? No. Okay. You're feeling good about the Swiftie vote then?
She endorsed Biden and Harris 4 years ago with cookies, and she has already hinted about supporting Kamala Harris for president on her social media.
We're here at the DNC. We also went to the RNC. What are some of the differences you've noticed so far?
All right, so one group of people invited us inside.
Okay.
So we're inside the building.
Right.
That was different.
We tell them the truth. You're going to hell if you don't repent.
Jesus said, cast your net right there. That was an act of obedience. It took an act of obedience from him to take the net and throw it out, and God increased. You have to understand.
How did the fish come to the net? How did the fish come to the net?
What are you guys talking about? You guys talking about fishing?
No, we're talking about God.
I don't know, because we met the Westboro Baptist Church people, but there were also some people outside the RNC that had some pretty strong opinions on abortion. We talked to them as well.
That's what 4 weeks after they're born, you can kill them.
I'm sorry, I got to take a moment here. You're saying that in California you can kill a newborn baby up to 4 weeks until after it's born?
Absolutely.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not
They
true.
passed a law in the last year or two.
That is not true. That's not true.
You need to go do your research.
100% not true.
You need to do your
Where
research.
did you read that? Be honest.
National news media.
No, impossible. You're saying a 4-week-old baby can be, what would that be called?
They call it post-birth
Murder.
It's murder.
Well, it's called murder to us.
I call it murder.
Post-birth abortion. Can you tell me where you read it?
It's been a while.
I've read it so many places I can't name them all, no.
It's hard to name them all right now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, when you start late-term aborting children or aborting them after they've been born, that's nuts.
Aborting them after they've been born?
Yes,
You think that's happening?
it is. It does.
I don't think that's happening.
Well,
Aborting children after they're born
into
wouldn't
it.
be called abortion, though, right?
into it.
Well,
They
what,
still call it abortion.
what would they? That would be called murder.
Well, not according to the left.
I don't think that abortions are happening after babies are born.
Why don't you look into it? That's the whole thing. You have to study out the issues and see what's really happening.
Can I ask where you heard that?
Yeah.
Was it Donald Trump at the debate?
No.
'Cause he said that. He said babies are being aborted after birth,
Could
but
be, I didn't hear that, but I've read it and I've seen the statistics.
could I ask where you read
You
it?
see a lot of propaganda, and it's getting harder and harder with AI for you to be able to determine what's true and what's not.
I agree.
And it's going to get a lot harder.
Do you think that what you read could have been propaganda?
Not if you study the facts out.
Could I ask you where you read it, though?
Actually, see, I read a lot of stuff.
We both had a hard time getting here. You ended up having to fly out of Baltimore
Correct.
because of a big storm in New York, and I ended up on a flight here in the morning, a very early flight, and when we're flying over, I kind of want to yell no, just to be the only one doing it. Hillary Clinton is just came out, and when she came out, people started cheering, and now she's at the microphone, and people are still cheering right now. I assume they're going to cheer for a couple more minutes or seconds, and then she'll start giving, I assume, a speech. Let's Let's find out. And she's saying thank you. It seems like it's dying down a little bit now. And it picks back up. It happens in waves.
Tennessee became the final state.
It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
The Tennessee,
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
super proud
Cheering.
that they were the last one to bring about women's suffrage. But nevertheless, it happened. So overall, good. But Tennessee, maybe a little too proud to be the last one.
I was flying from New York, from LaGuardia, and when we were going over Michigan, the plane turned around, and I could feel the plane kind of tilt in a direction, and the shadows change, And then the pilot gets on and says, we have to do an emergency landing in Detroit right now because we're smelling weird fumes in the cockpit right now.
Now, you have any idea where these fumes could have come from, or do you have any thoughts on it?
I have a theory that the two pilots, this pilot and the co-pilot, one of them was passing gas, and then the other one was smelling it, and they didn't want to admit that they were passing gas. They were very ashamed of it, maybe.
Right. You could imagine being in a coworker situation, even more intense if there are any romantic feelings at all.
Right. No,
and you're not wanting to raise your hand and say, "Oh, those are my fumes."
Right. Right.
You'd rather just land, get a new plane.
Nay.
What would you say to Taylor Swift if she were listening right now?
The world is depending upon you to get women, to inspire women to register and to vote. Please help us out. We need you.
I mean, you think the whole world is kind of watching for Taylor's endorsement?
The whole world is watching the United States. We're the leader. Joe Biden gave up the leadership of the world for the next 4 years. That has to be an enormous gift to us. And now we want to replace him with Kamala. And she can make it happen. Everybody makes it happen. I do it in my circle of influence, but Taylor Swift has a much larger circle of influence.
Right. So there you have it. Taylor Swift possibly controlling the fate of the world. There you have it.
So J.D. Vance is the vice presidential nominee.
True.
For the Republicans.
We're doing true or false. True.
That is true.
Yeah.
But he's making a lot of people feel uncomfortable. Weird is the word that a lot of people are using to describe him right now. One thing in particular really kind of weirded people out, made a lot of people uncomfortable. He was trying to deliver a joke. He was trying to do a little improv comedy at a rally.
His joke, right.
And we were wondering, is it the man or is it the material? So you went out there and you did a little bit of a field test with the material to see if you could get some more laughs out of it.
I'm going to tell you a joke real quick. So, all right, so Democrats say everything's racist. I had a Diet Mountain Dew the other day.
And one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too.
They're probably going to say that's racist.
Maybe. Maybe. I think that...
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
And I like Diet Mountain Dew.
It's good.
I like Mountain Dew. But I liked it.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Yeah. I don't know what you... I'm not sure if I got the joke or not.
I love you guys.
Well, that's good. Thank you. Yeah. So, what else do you want to know?
Well, I just wanted you to laugh at the end of the joke.
Oh, I didn't get that joke.
Yeah, I know, but
So you like Mountain Dew? Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was a JD Vance joke. I'm trying to do it.
yeah,
Was it kind of a weird joke?
Yeah.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love you guys too. It's just a statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just likes Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he likes Mountain Dew.
If anybody thinks that's a joke, then I don't know what a joke is.
That's right. That's right. And I didn't get it.
Would you mind laughing at it though?
I didn't understand it.
It's not much of a joke.
It was so funny I forgot to laugh.
Okay.
All right, so that does it for day one here at the Democratic National Convention. A lot of fun we had today. We're going to have more fun all week. We're going to be here all week. Devram, any words of wisdom before we get out of here?
Absolutely. If your flight is on the runway and rain is coming down and you think it might get canceled, even if the pilot comes on and says it's definitely not going to, we're just going to wait out the storm and take off, book another flight. You have 24 hours to cancel it instead of just waiting and trusting them and then having no option whatsoever.
That actually is very good advice. Thank you. Bye.